Ooh, come on. Come on. Ooh, yeah. Live your dreams, live your dreams. It doesn't matter what nobody else say. You can be what you wanna be. Take time to live. Yes, hello, this is Queen Supreme, and you are on Discover You, where the journey to discovering the better and improved you is right here. How is everyone doing? Today on Discover You, we will be discovering a new look. We're also going to be doing makeup tips and getting tips on how to get back in the dating world from a divorce or a breakup. I want to thank all of my listeners for listening in. Discover You is the show for you, man or woman, to reclaim your life back. I just want to let you know right now, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to hit me up at queensuprememusicandpodcast.com or my blog, Supreme Podcast Hits, or you can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook at The Real Super Savage. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to do how to get over a divorce. All this and more when we return on Discover You. We'll be right back. I'm your host, Queen Supreme. Don't let nobody tell you nothing else about loving you. Discover yourself. Ooh, discover yourself. You got to love you. If you don't, nobody else will. Thank you so much for joining me, and we are back on Discover You. I'm your host, Queen Supreme, and today we are making over you with makeup tips, breaking out in what you say, the dating scene, and I cannot start with the most important topic, getting over a breakup or divorce. Let's get to it. Everyone goes through times of breakup or divorce. Recognizing that there's different feelings and giving yourself a break through it is okay. People break up and get divorced for many different reasons. Some of the reasons may be just can't get along. Maybe that person changed on you. Or maybe you decided that you weren't really in love. But whatever reason that is, you're not alone with my 10 tips of how to get over a breakup. Let's get to it. When getting over a divorce, www.talkspace.com blog says, don't be hard on yourself. And that is correct. Don't be hard on yourself, because everybody in your life is not supposed to be your life partner. Some people are just in your life for a season, for you to learn something from, grow something from, become a better person, discover something about you or your lover. This is so important. Don't be hard on yourself because it shows you that everyone is entitled to make mistakes and change their minds. So with that being said, do not be hard on yourself. Number 2, find a support system. A homegirl, a preacher, pastor, a counselor, mom, dad, anyone that is been a supportive person in your corner, both for good and positive or negative reasons. You always want to have someone to talk to. I know for me, when I used to have a breakup, I used to always have a journal. But a journal can't really support you. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it can help you with your thoughts. It can help you with your thoughts now, but it cannot support you. So you want to get that support system in, someone that is, going to let you know that everything's going to be okay, that you could do A, B, C, or D. You have choices. You have someone to listen to you. So that's what's up. Number 3, make time for self-care. Self-care is important. It's the most important part. Yes, even though this means nothing, like do nothing. Self-care is just basically taking the necessary steps to love everything about you, to make sure that you're honest about how you feel towards yourself, for not blaming yourself for anything, to make sure you don't go into a spiral out of control mental process, because that is something that lies very heavily on a lot of women mostly, especially single parents. Self-care should be number 1 on their list. But one great thing that's about self-care is that treating yourself to like a massage or maybe going for a walk, just being able to relax and see one of your old time favorite movies or listen to an old CD that's your favorite is comforting, because, you're refreshed. You're not just thinking about that negativity of that relationship or divorce. So make sure that self-care is your number 3. Number 4 is look for divorce counseling or therapists, any kind of counseling far as your feelings and being able to handle this change in your life the best way you can. Because, a lot of times you don't know when a breakup is coming, or you don't know when someone's going to file for divorce, and it hits you with like a ton of bricks and you're not really ready for it. You feel a little bit overwhelmed. So you go from overwhelmed to feeling sad, angry, and then resentful. So it's very beneficial to have a counselor for your mental health reasons. Consider getting some help or talking to. Now, this would be separate from a support system, because this person would be able to allow you to find new ways to navigate through the process of your life. And they can help you find new outlooks to recognize your life and break the unhappy and unhealthy patterns that you have created. Number 5, discover new hobbies and interests. Do something that you did not do when you was married or in a relationship. If you always had that partner that was a homebody and never wanted to go out and do anything, and you were adventurous, this is the time to do what you love to do. Take that initiative. Hobbies are a great way to fill your day outside of work or school. And it brings on excitement and not such negative feelings. Yeah, I like that. Number 6, avoid conflict with your spouse or former spouse. Please, y'all. We all got a habit of doing this. Calling and listening to the voicemail and leaving long ass messages. I hate that. Please, we are grown people. We are grown. We are very grown, and we don't have to do that. Also, another thing that is going to the same hangout places. If you know your ex hangs out somewhere and you know you're going to see them, it's easy enough just to go to another coffee shop or another movie theater, another bowling alley, another park. You know what I'm saying? Especially if that ex is dating already or in a relationship already or remarried. I mean, that kind of stuff is, is hurtful to see someone that you thought had feelings for you move on so quickly. So just stay away from them. Number 7 is think positive. Always think positive. I mean, it seems impossible when you're dealing with any kind of breakup, but if you look at it from a different point of view, you would see that you're releasing all the negative baggage, that you're releasing all the negative thoughts and tensions, that you're able to just say, this is over with, and now I can do and start what I want to do. Because sometimes you may go into a marriage or a relationship saying this, okay, we share the same qualities. And then halfway through the agreement, you're saying, I thought we might have shared the same qualities, but maybe they just said that to get with me. And once they found out, it's too late. So think positive, because anything that is not making you happy needs to be addressed. Number 8 is self-reflect. It's always a good thing to self-reflect. Anytime you're going through a major life change or an event, these are the following. What was your part in the relationship? What did you do? Take responsibility. Hold yourself accountable so you can be able to change for your next blessing. In what ways could you grow from this? What did you take from it? It wasn't all bad. You learned something probably about yourself that you didn't know. What did you regret? And if so, how can you do things differently the next time? It's all about progress. Do you think you need to close this chapter and before you do, apologize? Or are you going to leave mad and hold resentment? All of these things can play into self-reflection. So it's very important that you take these proper channels and steps of getting help and self-care and being able to have a support system so you can even possibly find yourself. Because everyone that's focusing on a good thing can come out of a relationship. Children's memories, friendships. I mean, everything does not have to be negative. Sometimes you can let go in a breakup and it can have a positive outcome. You can have a lifelong friend, anything like that. Number 9, simplify legal matters when possible. Yes, it is hard coping with the divorce. Yes, you don't want to tally up the debt, who gets what. I mean, it's a headache. And we know this. So what's the easiest way to cope with the divorce when it comes to the legal side? Don't have anything drawn and long and I'm not going to sign the papers. I want to get this. If you leave with nothing, you want me to tell you what you'll be doing? You'll be starting fresh, because it's so easy to carry on something as far as baggage with you to another relationship. That was the most best advice that I've ever heard. Now, number 10 is let yourself move on. Do not hold grudges, resentment. Don't hold your ex accountable. Hold yourself accountable for what you did in the relationship. And if you feel like you didn't do anything, you know what? I bet there was something that you done. because no one's perfect and everyone has some type of nitpick or some type of way to make someone mad, some type of vendetta or revenge. I mean, things happen when you're upset. You say things. So there's always the letting go stage where you can say, I've got everything I got out of this relationship and now I can move on. When we return, we've talked about how to get over the divorce and the breakup. Now let's talk about the new look. All this and more on Discover You. And I'm your host, Queen Supreme. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Live life to the fullest and always stay positive. No matter what they say, you can do anything. If you're going through hard times, keep your faith. You got to enjoy life and discover yourself. Don't let nobody tell you nothing else. Discover yourself. We are back, and this is Discover You. I'm your host, Queen Supreme. Thank you for joining me. When we first left off, we were talking about ways of getting over divorce. Now let's talk about, once we get over the divorce, you don't want to lose yourself, okay? You want to do a makeover. So let's get to the makeover, and you can give yourself one at home. 7 quick, easy steps on dimstore.com. When it comes to doing a makeover, you can do skincare, makeup, hair care, bath and body, gift sets, oils, lotions, outfits, shoes, accessories. But there's 7 quick, easy steps of making yourself over. You don't want to be that same person in that mirror that you were in the marriage. You just want to say, hey, there's a better me inside of here. Peel all of this off. All of that stress and all of that denying, all of that anger, resentment. And let's revamp your look. Now, whether it's spring, fall, summer, or winter, you always want to do a new hair color. Am I correct? If you were a dirty blonde, you want to be a brunette. If you were a brunette, you want to be black. Jet black wants to be a little gray. Whatever brings out your eye color, that's what you go for. Doesn't matter what the event is, what the season is, you go for it. If it's short, grow long, curly, bouncy. If it's long, go jagged. Make yourself feel better about yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to light up a room with your smile and the best accessories. So with that being said, you can always go to JCPenney's. You can always go to, I'm talking about for accessories, earrings. They have a 99-cent store in every city. And just try on a color that you've never tried. Let me give you an example. If I'm going to do a makeover on myself, I'm getting out of a divorce, out of a marriage, and I'm getting over a divorce, and I want to change my look. So let's just say I have short black hair. I want to put some highlights in it, and so I want to go with the yellow. Yellow brings out my highlights, and it's going to go with all of my spring formal wear clothes. So I'm going to go to JCPenney's. I'm going to get me some rhinestones and some yellow rocks. And I'm going to go to a craft store. I'm going to make my own jewelry. Okay. I'm going to be very creative because this is time consuming. This is positive and this is for me. Or Or we could spice it up and say, let's do teeth whitening and skincare, which is my teeth are a little dull from coffee. I'm going to probably be, going out a little more now as far as like meeting new people. You don't have to go on like into a club to meet new people. You can go to a library, coffee shop, to the park. So I'm going to do a little teeth whitening. You can do that. You can also do a little whitening toothpaste, or you can do stain removal for excessive tooth surfaces. You could do hydration of the skin, make your skin glow again. There's nothing that says depression like a dull skin. Keep your skin hydrated. If it's too oily or, whatever your skin is, keep a rich cream. You want to boost your hydration and lock in that moisture so it can pop. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and let you know that number 3 is going to be up your hair game. So we already talked about that. So let's go ahead and go with the look. So we got your accessories, your hair, your teeth, your skin. Now, I want to give you the 3 best makeover rules. Let's do it. Number 1, always wear wedges. Wedges make you look taller. Wedges make you look a little thinner. Wedges make you seem like you can walk in heels when you really can't. Always, if you're a man, wear a little loafers. Keep yourself perked up. So when you're walking with a little oomph in your system. All of that good stuff. Number 2, you want to make eye contact. Nothing says a good makeover like eye contact, because no matter what you look like, if your eyes are concentrated on what you're doing, it's attractive. It's attention seeking. It shows that you have confidence. So connection with whatever you're doing or talking to shows confidence in your makeover. And the last but not least, always have some type of formal jacket, because no matter what you're going to wear underneath it, that jacket says a lot. And with that being said, those are your makeovers for home. If you're punk, go a little classy. If you're classy, go a little bit edgy. Do something that's outside of your comfort zone, and I bet you it works for you. With that being said, please hit me up on QueenSupremeMusicandPodcast.com, or you can always hit me up on The Real Super Savage, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or Facebook. And please don't forget, if you always want to reach out to me, you can dial 904-469-7514. Let's get back into that dating game. The dating game can be kind of tricky, so you want to make sure that you're ready. And for a lot of people, you're going to be ready at different times, so you want to make sure that you're ready. So how long before you get out there in the dating game after a long relationship? You want to close that chapter first. Make sure you said all of your goodbyes, your cries, your sorries, apologies, your woulda, coulda, shoulda. Make sure all that's over with. Then tap back into loving you and focus on your self-love. Get the clarity that you need. Then you want to take time before getting out there, but not too much time where you forget about dating. You know what I'm saying? You want to recognize the lack of fear. So if you're fearful about going to the grocery store, picking up your kids from school, anxiety comes in, then you're not ready. When you feel comfortable enough where you can walk down the street with confidence, you can go check the mail with a nice outfit on, or you could just walk your dog and say, hey, I got it going on. Then you're ready for the dating game. So let's see. EliteSingles.com says 10 single ways to get back into the dating game. what does they say? Let's see. The dating game is not what it used to be. A lot of stuff is like online and sign up on this website and meet strangers. And I'm not that kind of girl. I'm more of a laid back, go to a little pottery class, or maybe go to a coffee. I like to be hands-on in the dating world. But for a lot of people, online dating is more comfortable for them to get back into the dating world. So whatever may be for you, these are the two. For online dating, make sure you choose a resourceable site, a site to where you can have all of the information up front for one fee. You don't want to continue to pay a fee for add feature to get this or add feature to get that, because you never find love. You want to find love, you want to find a date, you want to go to a reliable dating app. Number 2, once you go on that dating app, be honest. Because I feel like the online is kind of like hiding behind the words, the typing. I really can't get into it, but it's for whatever works for you. So you want to be honest, but not too honest, because you don't want to run the person away. So yes, you want to be honest about your kids, but not about your religion. Honest about where you're from, but not your exact address. You get me? And when you want to be in person, which I prefer, then you want to, like I said, make eye contact. Carry on a conversation that interests you. Something that you've never talked about before with anyone else, because that person may also want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about your kids. You don't want to talk about your job, and you definitely don't want to talk about your ex. So when you're getting back out there in a dating game, you have to be confident. The door has to be closed to the ex. And guess what? Number 3, you have to be willing to try. I am your host, Queen Supreme. Thank you for joining me on another fabulous episode of Discover You. And join me next week when we discover you some more. All that plus how to lose a guy in one step. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned, stay blessed, and thank you for joining me. Till next time. Peace. Know for a fact about loving me. All you gotta do is keep on lifting your energy. You got to love you. Discover yourself. No matter what go on.